David Cameron is backing councils who are considering trying to evict any tenants found to have taken part in the riots. In Wandsworth, one mother may lose her home after her son was charged with burglary and violent disorder. Sky's Nick Martin has been gauging the community's reaction.
The riots in Clapham Junction caused millions of pounds in damage as hundreds of rioters smashed windows and looted shops. Now, in the search for those responsible, the local council here has taken a controversial step. A mother has been told she could lose her council house because her son was charged for his alleged involvement in the riots.
Opinion is largely split in this area as to whether the council is right to issue eviction notices. And it's split in this way. Some believe that teenagers should be responsible for their own actions, and others believe the council is right to target the parents.
I've got kids. They know right from wrong, so I did not expect them to be in the riot, and thank God I did not see them in the riot, so that's a good thing. But if they were to get caught because they were there, I don't think I should be penalised for it, because I did not send them out there.
If they find out most of the children that did all these riots, they live in the council, they just have to evict them.
You can't get a problem from here and send it somewhere else. You know, they just go to sort them, punish them, and I think that's it.
So I don't think they should, the parent has to suffer for their children's, errors.
This could spark off something deeper within the community. I think Wandsworth have got to look at their actions really deeply here. And if anything, punish the youth, but don't set off anything again to upset the community.
Wandsworth Council says it regularly uses evictions to weed out criminals and persistent offenders in communities.
People have lost absolutely everything, and we want to send a message: we will not tolerate that sort of behaviour. We already do this with men, as it is. People who deal in drugs, for example, get evicted from our properties. It's just an extension of our normal policy. We're sending out a very clear message: this sort of behaviour is not allowed.
But as life moves on in Battersea, other councils are watching and waiting. Some say they'll consider similar actions against the families of those involved in rioting, as communities demand punishments. Nick Martin, Sky News.
And there's much more on the riots on the Sky News website, with an in-depth look at when the violence first started in London and the way it spread across the country. That's at skynews.com. Monahan is back later this morning for a special programme on how Britain deals with the aftermath of this week's riots. Dermot will be talking to the Home Secretary, Theresa May, and the Mayor of London, Boris Johnson, as well as the British Transport Police Chief, Andy Trotter. That's Monahan from 10 a.m. today. There are reports this morning that fighting